Building a business empire all starts with a dream. That is the power of entrepreneurship. Hello beautiful viewers, you're welcome to this edition of Managing Africa, where we look into innovations in technology. On today's edition of the program, we are meeting with a self-motivated and enthusiastic techpreneur who is committed in providing solutions and directions to youths working towards humanitarian objectives. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet Tasha Elvis. He is the CEO and founder of Submit Tech, one of Africa's fastest growing technological companies.
Submit Tech is a technologically oriented firm that is committed to redefining the narratives as touching innovations can aid smooth business processes, life enhancement, and organizational growth. It was created over 3 years ago for the purpose of helping individuals and corporate bodies access technological intelligence for personal effectiveness and profitability at the workplace. It has as vision to become a trusted technological company and an upwardly mobile innovation hub when it comes to smart and up-to-date solutions for smooth running of businesses. They offer services in electrical and electronic engineering, industrial automation, instrumentation services and training, as well as HVAC installation and maintenance services. Their products include home automation system, school management, hospital and hotel management systems, smart farming processes, general life enhancement, and organizational profitability. Submit Tech is an initiative born by Tasha Elvis, former faculty president from the Faculty of Engineering and Technology in the University of Buea. He is a Junior Chamber International member, JCI Buea Summit, and former National Supervisor Model Initiative of Africa. He has a demonstrated history of working in the electrical and electronic manufacturing industry with skills in leadership and team building.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, joining us on set today is the CEO of Submit Tech, Tasha Elvis. It is a pleasure to have you on board Managing Africa.
The pleasure is all mine, Nadine.
Tell us, you are into technology. Yeah. What is your appraisal of technology in Africa generally?
Looking at technology in Africa, I can say that is the fastest growing sector in Africa because we are aiming to be like the Western world, and the only thing that can take us there is in terms of technology.
Great. Do you think aspects like the internet connectivity and electricity network has some kind of effect on the development of technology?
It has a lot.
Particularly in Cameroon?
Yeah, it has a lot. Looking at technology, we cannot talk about technology without talking about electronics or without talking about the power source, which is, let's say, electrical energy. And looking at the sector in Cameroon in particular, we have the on and off failure of electricity, especially in some parts in Cameroon. Like when we look at Buea, when they want to talk about technology in Cameroon, Buea is the center for technology. And Buea is the biggest city that can enhance technology in Cameroon. We heard or we know the country will be emergence in 2035, and that will be in terms of technology. And that emergence will come as a source of contribution of the guys in Buea in Cameroon. Okay. And with the on and off failure in electricity, it really affects the sector and also the internet connectivity or the internet connection. Recently, the Minister of Telecommunication came and awarded us in Buea, the Silicon Mountain, free internet for 1 year. But seriously, I can say that the internet cannot even help from one child working in terms of, from one child that want to realize a good project in technology, because the internet is so slow, it's limited in bandwidth, and it has a lot to do as far as research, because any technological stuff that we want to do, we know that it has existed before, but we are just trying to upgrade it to another level, and we need to do research. So with lack of internet, it will really slow down the sector.
Personally, does it affect you? Like, what is your own experience personally?
Personally, it affects me. It affects every tech enthusiast or any tech guru in the Southwest or in Cameroon. Internet connectivity and also the electricity. That's why right now we are at the verge of installing our solar panel so that we don't only rely on the electrical sector. We should also have our own source of electricity.
Now let's talk about Submit Tech. What was your motivation? What inspired you to create Submit Tech?
When I was still in primary 5,
okay,
I love technology.
Okay.
I love innovation. My first year in Faculty of Engineering and Technology, and also some of my classmates, I told them that we have a lot that we can do. One thing that really prompts me to come out with Submit Tech, when I look at the job sector in Cameroon, we have a lot of youths that are graduating every year, but where can they fit in the job market? So when I noticed that, I told them that we have a lot. We noticed the problem people were also facing the community. Because one thing that I told them is, no matter the level of education we attain, if we cannot solve the basic problem in the community using technology, that means we did nothing in school. We just have the theoretical part, but we cannot apply it to the practical aspect. So that's why I came out with the Submit Tech. And before the Submit Tech, I started Submit Tech as a prep class. We started with the Summit Prep class, and the essence was to get the awareness, to train students to get into that engineering school, that prestigious engineering school in Cameroon. By then, it was Faculty of Engineering and Technology. Okay. So we started by orientating the high school students of the importance of professional education, especially in the tech sector. So after that, since it's through entrance examination, we prepare them to get into that entrance examination, into that faculty. When was that? That was in 2017. Okay. So we prepared in that year, 2017. We had 61 students in total that year, but by God's grace, all of them succeeded. And we started now with the tech aspect, and it was good. We started solving some basic problems in the community. And one of the greatest things that really encouraged me to know that we can do it is when I visited my village during the holidays, and I discovered a child. They were doing this cassava, this gari production. She was grating gari with this normal traditional method. So when she injured her hand, I noticed that she made a statement. If we have a machine that can process this thing from scratch, I could have had this injury on my hand. It was a challenge to me because I was in the tech sector, and she was actually telling me that do something. When I came back from holiday, I approached 5 of my friends in school. It's like, there's this project I want us to work on. I want us to produce a machine that can process gari from scratch. That when you have a cassava from the farm, it processes everything. I just received the finished product, which is gari. They were like, Mama, stop thinking like a madman. And one thing that I believe is that for you to be successful, you need to also reason like a mad person. And I was really happy that we're able to realize that project. That when you have a cassava, the machine washes the cassava, it peels the cassava, grates the cassava, squeeze it, fries it, and you receive the final product. The gari itself that you can be able to. You have that? I have. The machine is functional. And we took the machine for national tech competition here in Yaoundé. We were the first in Cameroon. And when we took it for project competition in Ethiopia, we were third in Africa. So it was a good product. So
is it being used around at the moment?
By then I decided that we will not go into mass production because we wanted to have at least 10 different products before we go into mass production. Because after we produced that machine, a lot of foreign companies came in, they wanted to buy the idea. But we said no, since we have come up with a company, we want to have products, different products in our company. So by now we just have what we use during the exhibition. It's functional, we still have it with us in our magazine. It's in our workshop presently, and other stuff, other machines that we've done so far.
So in other words, you're telling me that the lady you saw in the village when you went for holidays is still peeling cassava. You've not helped her.
We wanted to do that, but we don't.
Did that for your personal. Oh no. Well, I see. That's an interesting one. Now, can you tell me some of the projects that you have ongoing at the Summit Tech, and maybe other projects that you have that you're still planning to do?
On last December 2021, we had the Grand Innovational Expo organized by Summit Tech, and that was at Mountain Hotel, Boya. And during that event, we launched 10 different products produced by us. The first one, we have the smart distributor. That's one of the things that we're actually now into mass production, because we're actually producing. We have already commands for more than 1,000 in the market, and we're trying to see how we can liberate that. Smart distributor. The distributor acts as a voltage regulator, and it also protects your devices at home. That means if the voltage in your house is above or below a certain level, it tries to bring it to a normal level. But once it cannot be steady to that level, once it's very low or very high, it puts off all appliances in your house. And when the voltage stabilizes itself, then it turns on everything. And right now we have serious commands in the market, or demand in the market, and we have about 1,000 demand in the market, and we are currently into mass production of that particular distributor.
What are some of the challenges you go through on a daily basis? Because I don't want to believe that everything you do just goes smoothly.
That's true.
But you definitely have challenges that you face. What are some of them? The
equipment, first of all, and is also due to the policy that we have in the country that really affects us. Because you cannot just import equipment without custom duties, and the rates are very high. Okay. Away from that, we have other challenges or limitations, unlike the electricity.
The equipment you use to produce your products are actually being imported?
Yeah, like some of the equipment, because we use equipments like the 3D printing machine. We cannot do it here. We have to buy it so that we do a good finishing, so that we produce all the casing of whatever we are doing. We have to import those things. Okay. And away from that, we have limitations like factors affecting us, like electricity is one of the major factors, and also with the internet limitation. Internet is one of the highest things that is killing us right now in Cameroon. But
well, that makes me curious, because I want to know, how do you generate income for all these your projects?
At the level of generating income, we have we also render services to the community. Unlike electrification, we do electrification, that's domestic and industrial electrification, and we also do web development and mobile app development. We also render technological services to the public, and one of our major clients now is the Rwanda Development Corporation. And away from that, we have a lot of services that, like mentorship program, and how can I technology online consultation to companies and technological consultation. We consult the company in technological base. We also do online marketing and to manage online presence for companies and other corporate bodies.
Tell us about the project you had in Rwanda with the Rwandan government.
Rwanda Development Corporation.
Yes, what was that?
What we took there was the irrigation system.
Okay.
In terms of agriculture, Rwanda is one of the countries in Africa that I enjoy so much.
Okay.
Fast-growing development, and their policies are very soft, because they are open and they embrace development. And the only way you can embrace development and you can bring about development is to encourage foreign companies to invest in your countries. And also to make the policy very soft for those that are starting. When I got to Rwanda, I received an invitation from the board. When I got there, it was really, really good. And when I saw the country with what they have gone through and where the country is today, I know that the country, they really have good heart in development. So when I got there, they were interested in that smart agricultural system. So I discussed with them, and the system will be implemented there. And away from that, they also want our school management system.
Okay.
And we are trying to round up with the school management system, and I believe that by June ending, the system should be ready.
Tell us about the school management system.
The school system is in such a way that it manage at this level we are using now for the secondary sector, though some private universities are using the school system.
Okay.
But our focus is the secondary sector. And the school system functions in such a way that you can admission, registration, payment of fees, transcript, printing of your child's result, everything is on the platform. There are 4 people that use the system. You have the school administrator, the teachers, the student, and the parents. They use the system. And what is the role of the parents in the system? The parents should be able to monitor their children's progress in school, be it from results, payment of school fees, attendance. Because once they do attendance on the platform and you are absent, the system automatically sends a notification to your parent that your child was absent for this and this period. And even when you are taking the permission from school to go back home, your parents should be informed through the system that your child is already leaving the school and your child is expected to be back in school at this time. Okay. And the parent, before any result that they publish on the platform, the parent already see the child result wherever he or she is. And the school administrator can assign teachers on the platform. Results are keyed directly into that platform. And the data of the school is being maintained because it keeps the school record. And whatsoever thing as a principal, you can sit anywhere and you know whatever is happening in your school. You know the number of students you have on your campus. Yes. You know the number of classes, the number of teachers. And teachers can sit and have an online, look for instance, during the COVID-19 pandemic, I think that was the highest time that we ever used the Zoom in our lives. So by then, on this platform, rather than having classes on Zoom, the platform automatically provides an e-learning space where you can host an online platform or online classes with your students, and you are seeing them physically, they are seeing you, and you guys are exchanging on the platform. Okay. Nice. So that is the system, that is how it functions. We are looking at means to integrate other aspects to it.
Now I'm looking at you and the projects that you have coming up. What is the plan of expansion? What is your expansion plan?
What I really want to do, the way I really want to expand Summit Tech is, first of all, to come out of that building, that structure in Veuillez. Yes. Because the city it will be on the surface area of about 2 hectares. Okay. But I want to come out with that city first, because I believe when that city is, one thing I believe in my life is, if you are the best in your country, no matter how small your country is, you can dine with anybody around the world because you are the best in your country. Sure. That is my plan, to first of all establish that city. Once the city is established, I will be able now to do necessary expansion. Right now, the highest thing that I want to expand is to first of all do the registration in the USA. Summit Tech registration in the USA. Once that is done, then there are possible expansion. And the future of Summit Tech is not only to be that. The future of Summit Tech is to be an aviation company. Okay. That is the future. That is what I have in mind. Once I achieve that, I know that I've accomplished my mission.
Throw more light on the aviation company.
The aviation company is for me to be able to set up my aerospace company. An aerospace company with our own airport. Okay. And the aerospace company is for us to be able to produce our planes by ourselves. I studied mechanical engineering at the same time, electrical and electronics engineering. Okay. And when you combine that, it gives you mechatronics. And with that, with master's in mechanical engineering and bachelor in electrical and electrical engineering, I'm able to do aerospace engineering. The only reason is that we don't have the aerospace sector here in the country, but I need to go out to study that so that we can be able to produce that plane.
Well, we're coming to the end of this interview, but I cannot let you go without hearing what your advice is to entrepreneurs, to other people who want to be like you, to people who have ideas on tech, but maybe they are not encouraged somehow to start up with something. What do you have to tell them?
My advice to the youth or to the viewer out there is, one thing, I believe in consistency. Consistency is the key to success. The challenges that you are going through makes you tough each day. And I also believe in the aspect of collaboration. Once we shift or once we depart from competition to collaboration, we will be amazingly celebrated. And that's one thing that I really believe in. You collaborate. When you see somebody doing what you want to do, get closer to that person for mentorship or collaborate with that person that, sir, oh, ma, this is what I'm doing, and you're already into this. Can you tell me how you got into this? And can I also chip in my own idea? Don't go there you want to compete with the person, because when you are competing with the person, you are actually limiting yourself because you will not benefit from that person. So collaboration is one of the key aspects. And when I started, my focus was not money. My focus was impact. I believe that money follows passion, not passion following money. True. When you are passionate about what you are doing, you obviously generate income in whatever you're doing. If you are the best, if you just want to clap, or if you just know how to clap in this life, make sure you become the best clapper, so that from the best clapper, you generate income. Because when they want for somebody to clap, they will call that person to come and clap. Yes, they'll call you to come and clap. But one thing is consistency. And if you are consistent in whatever you are doing, there's nothing there's nothing difficult in it. And also, believing in yourself is one of the key aspects. Never you downgrade yourself. Never you make yourself think that you cannot do this. Once you already tell yourself, our brains function in such a way, we condition our mindset. Once you tell yourself that I cannot do this, no matter how hard you try, you can never do it. But once you see something like a challenge and you look at it, if this person can do this, why can I not do this? I can do this. I know I can do this. No matter the obstacle, you'll be able to accomplish that. So if you believe in yourself and you are consistent about what you're doing, then you are obviously going to succeed in life.
Well, dear viewers, I'm very sure you heard it straight from the horse's mouth. That was Tasha, and he told us to keep networking and always believe in ourselves. Thank you for throwing your thoughts here on the platform Managing Africa. Thank you very much for being with us today.
It's a pleasure.
Now we've come to the end of this edition of the program, but we have more editions coming up subsequently. So tune in every Saturday at 6 p.m. to watch the program Managing Africa. Have a lovely day and stay safe.